Sunday night at 9 on Comcast Sportsnet. Never be hungry for Philly sports again. Take a lunch break with Ray Hughes, presented by Dietz & Watson, only on csnphilly.com.
You have the tail.
We're back on
His
Philly
tail.
Game Live with the rock-solid fact of the day, brought to you by Colonial Marble and Granite. Looking for a guy to get the office tonight? He's not batting leadoff, but Jimmy Rollins will be in a guest. Career
Well done.
Starter Jeff Carsons. Now Carsons went 7 innings in both starts last season against the Phils. He had an ERA under 4 in 26 starts. What should be the plan of attack if you're the Phillies?
I'll let Ben start this one off since he caught him.
That way, that's a good reference point. Go ahead.
Stay in the middle of the field. Try not to do too much. I know it sounds not complicated at all, but the Phillies need to stay in the middle of the field. Gap to gap is where I like to say with Jeff Carsons. He's a guy, he will elevate the baseball so you can drive some balls in the gaps. But if you try and do too much, you get a lot of balls off the end of the bat, a lot of fly balls. He's a fly ball pitcher, and this is a perfect park built for him.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you can see right now, we're running some film on him. The one thing he likes to do, he likes to get ahead, and then he will throw change-ups away to left-handed hitters, especially in Pittsburgh. The short porch down in right field, he's going to try to stay away from the left-handed hitters. But the other thing that you'll see him do is he will come in on purpose to move you off the plate and back you off a little bit so he can go back outside with a strike.
You talked about him getting ahead. Maybe the opportunities for the Phillies will come early in at-bats and early in innings. Look at his numbers against batters to lead off an inning. Attack mode, yes. Opponents batting .280 when they're the first batter in an inning, and 10 of his home runs given up, 10 of his 22 home runs were given up to leadoff batters to start an inning. Does that give you an indication that maybe we could see big things out of maybe, say, a Shane Victorino type?
Well, you would hope so. I mean, early in the at-bats, he doesn't want to walk guys. He doesn't want to put guys on the free pass. He's going to challenge you and go right after you. I mean, there's a guy right here on the Phillies staff in Doc Holliday who goes out there and he'll challenge you in the first inning. He gives up a lot of hits like that, too. The damage has got to come with piling hits together. You talk about looking at a box score after the game's over. You need those 3 guys in a row where you see 1 hit, 2 hits, 2 hits. That's where your runs come into effect.
There's a fine line there, though. I mean, there's a difference between being aggressive and being over anxious. So you still want to get your pitch, but you still want to be aggressive in your strike zone. If there's a pitch where you say, well, he's throwing strikes, but it might not be the pitch that you want to hit. So be aggressive in your strike zone, not his.
All right, let's talk a little bit about the closer situation for the Phillies. Notice, he probably could have pitched the 9th inning in that season opener. Didn't get to 100 pitches, which was very unlikely in a game where he's throwing shutout baseball. But Jonathan Papelbon comes in, goes 1, 2, 3. Ricky, describe the difference between what this guy does on the mound compared to the closer of the Phillies last season, Ryan Madson.
Well, I mean, Madson wasn't always out there to start with. Madson was injured at times, and a lot of guys had to do the job. Ryan Madson was tremendous and a setup guy for years, and he started coming into his own as a closer. But